Hey everybody, it's Susan Paget from The Change Guru. Hope you're fantastic. Wherever you are in the world today, I'm here in my living room in Sydney, Australia, and it's a cozy winter's night, and I'm filming with my iPhone, so hopefully it won't be too shaky, but if it shakes, that's what's going on here. But the message is important enough that I want to share with you regardless of how I'm filming it. You know, call it winter time or getting to this age where you're really reflective on, how you got here and where you're going next. I've been thinking about the idea of our stories and how they serve us at midlife. Now, some of us will have stories from the past that are challenging, that are sad, that are terrible. It might be from your childhood, it might be from your relationship, it might be from your career, it might be from your health. And often what happens when we're carrying around these stories, these really challenging stories, they can affect the decisions that we make now. They can affect the people that we bring into our lives right now, or the people that we are attracted to right now. It can affect the ways that we want to move in the world and affect the way we even think about how we're going to move in the future. So a really good thing to do is to reflect on the stories you tell yourself. Have you learned from them, or are they stories that are just really, really dragging you down? If you think that these stories are dragging you down and you're ready to get rid of them, I wanted to tell you about a really cool idea that you can do that is a perfect way to say goodbye to these stories and to start fresh. It's very symbolic. It's a ritual. And why a ritual to say goodbye is really important is because it gives you closure. Now, one of the most obvious rituals of closure is a funeral. When someone passes away, you go to a funeral, you're able to say goodbye. As sad and as difficult as they are, they really serve a profound purpose. You need to say goodbye. But often what happens is if we go through a divorce, if we've had a really tough childhood, if we've had health problems and things like that that we've come through but still kind of leave their scars, many times we don't do a ritual of closure, so we still kind of carry these things around. So what this ritual does is it gives you closure in a very private and personal way that allows you to say goodbye to your old story, and it shows a willingness to yourself, to the universe, to the world, that you're ready to go and create your own story. So to do this little ritual, you just need a few things. You can get a piece of paper and a pen and light a candle, pour yourself a glass of wine or make a cup of tea, and just sit and think for a moment about the story that you've been telling yourself, and then just write a letter to the story. So it could be to a person, it could be to a situation, and what you want to start off with is just say, "Dear situation or person, this is what I have learned from this story, and this is why," so you write that down, and then you write, "and this is why I'm letting you go. This is why you no longer serve me." And then write down all of the things that this story is no longer serving you for. And then what you do is you take a match and you light it and you burn this piece of paper somewhere safe, like over a sink or something like that. But I like to think of the burning part as it's almost like sending. It's like almost like a spiritual post office where you're sending this letter, this situation, this story out of your life. Now, it might sound really, really simple, this thing, but if you can admit to yourself that you're willing to let go of your story, it's profound. It sends kind of on like a cellular level that I am now releasing this story. It no longer serves me, and I'm ready to create a new story. You might find that it's difficult to write the letter, and if that is the case for you, then that's cool, because it's probably a realization that, hey, I've got this story that I need to think about it. And whether you think about it and process it and workshop the reason why you can't say goodbye to it, that's something that you can do with a life coach or a therapist. It's worth really investigating why you can't say goodbye to a story that no longer serves you. But if you're at the point where you are ready to say goodbye, this can be a really profound ritual to do just that. All right, so if you do this and it's something that works for you, I would love to hear your experience. You can send me an email at susan@thechangeguru.net or post something on my Facebook page at facebook.com/thechangeguru.net. So I would love to hear from you. Again, it's really good. It's very symbolic. This says, yeah, I've got my back. I've lived my story. It's gotten me to this point. I've learned some things from it, and now the one thing I'm learning from it is I no longer need it. You had to be a little bit brave, but I think that you can do it. And the awesome thing about being at this age is we do have the tools. We do know that we've got the stuff to be brave and to carry on. All right? So feel free this week to experiment with losing your story and creating a new one. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you next time. Take care, and I'll see you next week. Bye for now.